Hi everybody, hope you're all well. Mindful Moodling will be starting in a few minutes. Well, you know how early I am. Anyway, just bear with me, the video's about to start soon. Thanks, bye. Hello, good afternoon. How is everybody? Yes, we're here again, aren't we? Sorry I've been AWOL, but the last few days I've been feeling really, it feels like I've got razor blades in my throat, and then, it's sort of sat there thinking, am I going to be a cold? Am I going to be this? Going to be that? And you're just like, oh, that's it. Just get on with it. Just come out. Come out. So what I'm doing is, oh, this is the front, the back. All right, okay. I've got my big sketchbook out. Now, you don't have to have a massive sketchbook like this. This is just one I found, and I thought, I'm going to start using it, in the new year. I've got all these new drawings and things that I want to come up with, but I thought I want to do something really simple. So I just want to, I must have already thought about something simple. I didn't know I'd done that. Yeah. So we're going to do something really easy to do. If you want to do the front of a card or anything like this, we can do something like this. Or September, wow. Something even simpler with words. But I think this is always nice, isn't it? Before we look over because everything's in the way. So this is quite a nice one, and it's really easily done. There's no difficulty in it at all. So yeah, if you want to join us, we could do something like this. Oh no, we could even do a word in the middle if you wanted to do a card. Let's do a word. So I've got my trusty. Instead of just picking one or two things out, now I brought the whole kit and caboodle, and I still can't find anything. So bear with me. Oh, I can find stuff. It's just never the stuff I want. You know what I mean? It's a pencil. So let's get a pencil. And I think you might do. You can do a circle if you wish. You can do a heart. You can do anything you very well want to. We just need a shape of some sort. I'm just thinking now, all depending on what you want to do, is what you choose. So, I don't even know what I'm saying. So if you want a circle, do a circle now. If you want a square, anything. There's something for me. Tractor. This is ridiculous. I've got all this equipment and I can't find a sodding thing. It'll be here when I'm not looking. When you're not looking for something, it'll jump out and slap me. It will jump out. Oh, do you know what? I'm awful being ill. Really awful. I found something else, so that's handy, isn't it? So I'll just draw this. Right. Okay, let's go for a. Even that's not wanting to play. So. Okay, it's not the greatest of shapes, but it really doesn't matter because it's only a guideline, as they all are. So, you might have something round, or you might have something like square, rectangle, whatever you want. Oh, that's a lot of people. Oh, hello. So let's see who we've got in. We've got good morning to Facebook user. We've got good morning to Helen. Facebook user Mary Ann, good afternoon. USA time. Oh, wait, sorry about that. Facebook user. Facebook user. Hi, Carol. Hi, Angela. Let's hope we get a few more viewers. I know it's Christmas though, so I don't expect many. Angela. Hello, Linda. And Linda. Linda with an I, Linda with a Y. Blathers. I wish. If I drunk, I'd be having one of them up, whatever it's, toddlers or something. Hello, Carola. She did a live yesterday. Carol, sorry, it's not Carola. I got it right as well. We got Facebook user. Now here's a name. Shirley Hassan, good morning. Thought it was someone else actually, but it isn't. So anyway, good morning to everybody else and you and you and you. So what I'm going to be using is a pencil, some black pen, and I'm using a brown paper for contrast. So I mean, I've got a white, I've got a blender pen. I'm just picking out what I've got, black and white pens. In a way, I think it always adds to it a little bit of contrast to this colour. It just makes it look fantastic, even if you're not in the mood to do a major piece of artwork, which I'm not, anyway, as you can tell, because I'm just being mad. Is anyone else mad? I'm mad. I'm terrible. I'm really mad. Yeah, as people in my near vicinity know. Yeah, right. Okay, I don't know what to do. A circle. It doesn't matter anyway. So what we need to do now is just, I'm not going to be very great in this space, is get just a square out first. Let's put a square in. So we're going to use the word, right? So let's do it. You can use inches or whatever. So let's make it right. So I'm going to put the words we care. You can put anything you want. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so if I divide that, 6 is 2 each. Or what I could do is, see what I'm going to do. There's a space I'm doing. I'm not going to divide it up. I'm just going to write. Do I like that? No. So I'm going to change it. No, don't like that. Get rid of that. So we'll just try some letters to see what works. That's it. I've got it. Right. You can't see that, but yeah, I like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it properly for you. So it's only scroll. So I've got the light shining on it. Can you see? It's getting a bit difficult to see. So what I'm going to do is really simple. I'm just going to strengthen this up. And anyone can do this writing. Hello, Bet. A monk on. I've not heard of that. Sounds rude, doesn't it? Hello, Dawn. Right, so stiff now. I'm not stiffening the letters. Strengthening the letters. So I only want it this big. I don't want it huge, otherwise I'll never get it finished. So I'm just going to put the C like this. And I'm going to do the R. And I'm trying to keep this top line and this. So I'm going to change the lettering slightly. And you can either have it really high or really low. And I quite like high lettering. Keep the R up there. On the top of the E there. Now the A is going to be in the C like that. Okay. So now what you do is you can go each side of your letter now to build your letter up. And I'm just trying to get out of the blooming light. Can't see pencil here. So do a top line and the bottom line. Now, you think, well, which is which? It really no matter, we're just strengthening up the letters. So I'm going to leave them two. So I'm going to put a line around that, a line there, a line there, a line each side of that, a line around that, and a line around the middle. Again, line, 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 line. Right. So just to show you in a little bit easier terms, let me show you. So if I put my name, Lou, okay, and you just write it as you normally write, what you do is you put a line there and a line there. You don't try and alter your writing. You try and build it up, right? So you just do that. And what in fact you're doing is you're creating your own caricature writing. So that's what we're going to do. What the C is, it's important because of, you know, what it means. So just enlarge that slightly and enlarge your W. I like that. And then we might make something else of that. And then we've done that. Okay. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to draw that in. I'm going to draw that in. I'm going to draw it in now. No, I'm not actually. Right. So now I've got my shape. So we've got our drawing of our writing, which is cool. Well, it's not cool, but you know, we've done. And the next thing we're going to do is decide on the shape around it. Okay. That's why it wasn't important what I did. It's not really not important because it's only like a case for it. So if you wanted to, we could put I can't see because of that shine on my paper. I can't really see what's going on. So we get it near. So if you wanted a heart on it, you could put a heart on it. I'm actually really, I'm looking at the camera now on the screen to see what it looks like rather than that. Right? I quite like that. Now, if you want a more, what do they call it? That's more of folky, if you want more of it. Bingy art, you just go like that. Okay, so you've got like different shapes if you want. Okay. I think this is a time of year when it's really important. It's difficult for people to, you know, some people are really joyous and some people it's not so joyous. And just remember, you know, support and care is there. So if you wanted to do something else like the word joy, if you wanted to do, I know Christmas cards, but maybe for next year, you could sort of just put in lightly. So we've got that shape. And you could fill it so that your letters also, I think that's better, isn't it? When you put let your letters follow the shape, and then you can do it. So it's entirely up to you. It's a bit strange that, but do you know what I mean? You can fill your shape however you want. I'm just going to put this, and then we'll do some stuff in it. So the next thing, let's have a look at. I think I should firm this up because I think. No, I don't want to. So I'm going to go back to my circle. Right, the first one who tells me, I'll do it. First one up. Oh, let me get rid of that. Hello. Hi. The first one to tell me in the comments what you prefer. Heart or circle? Heart or circle? Which is it? I'm waiting for a comment. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. Heart it is, Carol. Right. So I'm going to firm it up. I've done that many now. One of the things is, I always say to you this, I do lots of lines, don't I? But when we're doing a Moodle or when we're doing something like this, you need to know which one to choose. And if you've already done hundreds, then, you know, you've got to sort of really, really sort of think about which one it is you want to do. So let's get this. So I'm looking at the screen and I'm seeing, right, it's quite a, looks a bit, don't worry about any noises. I've left the telly on downstairs, so it sounds like I've got someone in my room. I haven't. Telly going mad. Should have turned it off. Right. There we go. So we've got this sort of out. Right, I'm going to thicken this up now. Quite a thick pen. Oh, I've got a thick pencil, but I'll go with a pen. Ooh. Oh, it's glazed. Thank gosh for that. Take your time. I'm going to have to bear with me because I can't see for dust here. Right. So first, firm up your circle and then really make it so we've got a nice shape, and doesn't matter what it looks like. So then rub out any lines that you don't want. First of all, thermals, because we're going to put some stuff in here. Now bear in mind, like I said, in the new year, I've got loads of stuff planned. We've got brilliant lives coming up. We've got lots of different things from me coming up, but we've also got me doing other crafts as well. I hope you're looking forward to that because I am. So here we go. I'm just going to put some of my infamous shapes in here just to free me up. It's almost like a warm-up, this. I'm not creating too much emphasis on these shapes. I'm just doing a shape to fill some of the gaps. Some of the shapes that I use, you know, prolifically. So I've got circles, hatching and cross hatching. I use those quite a lot. And they're like 1, 2, 3, 4. They're just like daily. Well, not daily. Well, yeah. They're the ones I use the most. And they seem to sort of, it's a bit like, you know, when you're doing a marathon, not that I've ever done one, and you warm up. Sorry, it's my drink. Right, okay. So quite like that. So I want to do some really nice patterns now around this, but not in that box. Do you know what I mean? I want it to be to the letters themselves, but I don't want to draw the letters in yet. So let's just put some lines in. So I know, look at the person. Yay, 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 yay. I'm rich. Rich. You little sucker. Cool. I'm going to put some of these lines in a minute. So, just looking at some of these lines, pulling it back a bit. I'm sorry, it's just, I'll pull you down a bit and then I can move it forward. Okay. Yeah, cool. So I'm looking at this now. And I'm going to do another line around here, I think. I'm going to do that later on. So it's that shape there. Doing just there. Can you just see it? It's sort of a just there. Just that bit. Oh, more than that. Never normally this one is nice if I'm just feeling of what squeeze or whatever it is. I'm not with it yet. Mind you, I have put dinner on. Well, it's dinner. It's like a stew. But I have put it on already, just in case, because I've not eaten properly. I had 4 biscuits before yesterday. And the day before I had beans on toast. The day before that I had 4 biscuits. So I'm not eating properly. But I know when not to eat. Right, okay, so we've got this. And I'm going to change it into a diamond. Okay. And then down it as well. So I hope everybody's okay. Christmas is one of them times, isn't it? I hope you're all happy and joyous if you want to be. And if you're not, don't worry, you're not on your own. It's difficult, isn't it? Thank you, yeah. Because it's like, it's that, isn't it? The care is about like, that's us. That's how I see us in the group, the care bit. So in here, I'm just going to draw. We had some no patterns before, so I'm just going to draw some. I don't know if to put them close. Yeah, I'm going to go in with the pen because I'm going to be fighting about all day if I don't. So let's go in with the pen. So I'm joining and then I'm not actually doing. They look like envelopes, don't they? I just want it to be let's just get some noodling done, some drawing done, some patterns, some. get back to what I love doing and what I hope you enjoy watching me do. I've got some new stuff coming up in January, which I'm very excited about. But yeah, I'm not interested in shoving it down your neck all the time. Well, yeah, I've got some exciting stuff with products and, very lucky. There we go. So you've got, when you do a pattern like this, you start off your pattern in one way, and when you join it up with other patterns, you become to see that there's a different pattern in it altogether. So I did the square envelope thing, but this is the pattern I want. Can you see it, the flower? So it's a different pattern altogether. But when you start out, you're obviously just looking at one pattern. But it's the patterns in between, a bit like life, really, isn't it? You start out with one thing and then, doors open or close, and before you know it, you can see another thing on the horizon or not. I was watching TV the other day and I managed to catch it. And Mark showed it me, and it was some lovely work that Hazel Eaton was doing with the studio light stamps. Yeah. Smiles better at me than me at it. But it looked brilliant, didn't it? So, yeah. I only saw the brown paper ones, brown card ones. There we go. Can you see? I hope you like that pattern because I do. And I might just go into this as well, but don't write in your letters yet. I'm not ready to do that. Yeah, so, if you feel that you're up to do something in the new year, like at one of the lives with us, please get in touch. Please get in touch. Just try to marry up without drawing in here. Do you get me? It might work. Oh, yeah, that's all right. I've done it. Yeah, that's right. There we go. So it looks a bit strange at the moment because I've gone in there, but it doesn't matter. So the way I want to work this now is I'm going to move on to another pattern. So let's look at a nice big pattern here. I've got one here, just here. So if I'm going to colour this, then they've got to be a bit big, So I've got a pattern, a space just coming up there. There we go, that one. Maybe I don't blow my books away. I've got all my stencils and things in the way, and it's annoying there. But you need to have them, don't you? You need to have your stuff there. So I know I've got an idea. Oh, crying out loud. What you need is patterns that are simple. So I'll draw a simple pattern there. There we go. Just coming through there, not a lot of it. Just draw over it. I was just thinking, why am I messing about with that? I'm going to split it in half. And I'm just going to draw lines. They're going to be like crosses with it. Just the simple pattern that I can reproduce in these letters. So it's like a cross. So don't worry about that one. Next one is here. Oh, I'm all over the place today. This is awful. It's so confusing for me and for you. Don't just write the wording. What I wanted to do was not write the wording and have it like have it like ghosting, but I'm not going to do that now because it's causing too much of it. Wow. There we go. Just draw it in, for goodness sake, woman. Okay. Doesn't matter what it looks like, because you can, don't forget, you can put your own spin on it. And it's so much easier to work on it now. And when I rub out all other rubbish, you'll be able to see, oh, I need to have it that way so I can see. So it's, I need a little bit of space there, don't I? Just because it's the start of another word. There we go. Let's get rid of that so you can see what we're doing. There you go. You can see much better now, can't you? I'll rub the lines and I'll put them in again. Does that make sense? Yay, it looks better already. Right, so here, oh, this is just like to separate the different patterns. So, although it's similar, it's slightly different, just a little bit of a. There we go. Now let's choose another pattern. So I've got some. I know that are really popular. I know, I like this one. I forgot about this one ages ago when I did it in a stamp. We don't need too much of it though. It's quite overpowering. So here, right, so it's like a big spiral. Right. I'm on Create and Craft on Tuesday. So that's exciting. I've got some mixed media materials and I've got some Sonellier. I know you was with the lovely Carla. Never met Carla. She did a great job on the last one. So yeah, that's some absolutely amazing stuff. Right, what I'm doing now is a big spiral. And I'm going to say, if you think of the letter C, and I'm just going to quickly, it looks like a life buoy boat thing. Life buoy, is it? Life buoy boat? Yeah, one of them. There we go. Right, it doesn't look much now, but when you start putting colour on, it looks really cool. I'm going to go in. Should I do it a little bit finer than that? have to read the comments later because I can't see them at the moment. We're both poorly. Mark's worse than me, but he's not mad. There we go. That's better. Right. The letter C's. Let me explain what this is about. Is when you're doing anything that you want it to look straight, round, or any shape. If you want it straight, you use lines like that. If you want it to look round, you look a D or a C. Okay. So D. And if you don't know how to do it, here's a little trick. So just do this in speed. Okay, so if you want it to go that way, right, it's a C or a D, whichever. So you do a C, the front of a C, so you do that, and a D over it. Yeah. If you want it to go that way, you do a little D. See? And then what you do is rub out those lines and you've got the right shape. So you rub out those lines, you've got the correct shaping. There's a real way of doing it. It's so simple. So I'm just going to pop in some lines now, and I'm going to use a black pen and a white pencil. It's awful when you're ill, isn't it? You can cough, Mark. He's trying his best not to cough. It's like on telly, well, when you get a tickle, that is it. Forget it. The more people bring attention to it, the more you want to cough. It's like someone's got a feather in your throat, and you're like, "Oh no, don't! You want some water? You want to sit down? Don't just take the camera off me and leave me alone." And you're like everybody's looking at you, running around. You feel like a right idiot. So what I've done is I've put that in there, and I've put a little bit of a shape in between just to give it a little bit of depth. So rub that off. I normally rub out at the end, but I think because it's brown paper and the light shining on it, it's a bit difficult to see. And then I'm going to put some shapes around. So I'm going to use a pen to darken some of these. See, to let the sea come over it. That's cool. Got a little shape here that I want a pattern in it, but I don't want it to be prominent because I want the words to be prominent. So I might just let it snake across here. So I'll just draw it in for you to see. There. So I think something like a circle. Can't be a circle, can you? Right, let's go for a circle. So let's see where the writing is. I need to make this firmed up, so I need to create the outer part of it matching. Can you see? Let me just explain what I'm doing. The C is like part of the A, so it's all in one. Oh, what have I done here? What's that? Get away. So now I am pretty certain This has been done loads of times like this, so I can't say. I haven't seen anybody doing it similar, but they probably have done. Right, okay. There we go. And you see how I've put it in the background, but not let it be prominent. There we go. So, that is part of that there. Cool. Right, I want some nice posh pattern in here. Is there such thing as a posh pattern? I don't know if there is. I think when I was going a bit with the lettering before, with the lines, it was a bit, whoa, a bit too much. So, but I know most people only watch as aid to sleep. Right, so we've got this shape here, which I really like, but we need that sort of shape brought in over here somewhere, but in a different way. So it's, I know, I could do it here actually. I'm sorry, I'm going to have to turn the sound down a minute while I have a really good cough. I'm really sorry. So just bear with me a minute. Right, sound's back on now. Like that. You get me? And if the pen starts going mad, sorry about that. It's because it's trying to focus on the end of it. I can't stop that in StreamYard for some reason. I try and turn the autofocus off, and then everything overrides it. So I'm not too sure. So bear with me if it does. Right, that's similar to that, but different. I could just put some little ones in there just to fill it up. And then we're matching that. Dairy leaves, that's what they are. Dairy leaves. No, I'm not going to advertise these, but I went out on yesterday. No, the day before. I didn't go anywhere yesterday. Just sat and moaned, ranted, raved a bit, moaned, cried, me, raved a bit more. And then sat out the other day and I got a big Lurpak because it was an offer and some Bavro and it was a tenner. A tenner. I used to, they're going to the Facebook user. I'm answering this question. Yeah. Do I still studio? Well, they're going down a different sort of line now, and I'm a bit grungier. So they're doing more what we would call American crafts, really. So not at the moment, but I've never said I haven't. Do you know what I mean? So I hope that answers. Because I'm more grungier, so you never know, do you? If they start coming back with grungy stuff, you never know. So I'm just going to put one here. That's it, like that. So we've got that there, that there. Let's look for another little pattern in between. That'll be quite nice and spicy. Nice and spicy. Oh, that was one I could show you, but then I'd have to shoot you. Oh, no, we want something a bit heavier, don't we? So let's go for this. Straight in with the pen. Now I'm pretty certain that this is like a Zentangle, so I'm not saying it is or it isn't. It's just I'm not intending it to be that. I'm sick of people doing copyright issues. It's like, please, can I just get on with my artwork? If that's happened, then I do apologise, but the intention was not there. Just gets me down a bit. I know you've got to be right, though. It's not fair. I understand that totally. Being a good designer myself. Right, so what we're going to do is this one. Miss two. Oh, you can't see. Sorry. So the very big ones get two. The very little ones get one. You do whatever you want. Whatever you want. This is like a puzzle. I love it. Well, we've gone the opposite way here. Oh, it's a bit. Oh. Never mind. I hope no one notices. I'm mucked up. I'm mucked up. Right, let's get on to what we enjoy doing. Yeah. So I'm just going to add some little. So little lines to this to bring in the word. And I want to make this quite sort of round. Right, so no, just colouring. So I'm going to make this like a candy cane. I think this goes to everyone in the group now. We're 6 years old, this group. I wouldn't have done it without lots of other people, not just me. There's been lots of people who've supported me along the way. Although some of them are saying that they made the group. Not too sure about that one, but yeah, there's been lots of people who've helped me. You know, there's lots of people who are still involved who've moved on. Some people who are not involved moved on. And some people have been downright bitchy. So, you know, you choose the one that you fit into. I'm not calling anyone that, but there are, you know, definitely lots of people out there who've helped this group. And I'm just happy that we've been able to, well, we sort of got on and things have changed, and at the end of the day, we still really care about each other, which is one of the most important things. So let's do a simple I'm going to have to get the pen in here so you can see what it looks like, because at the moment it looks trashy. Oh, white pen. The white pen is gone. Yeah, so I can just get the shape right. There we go. Just to give it a bit of, I'm just looking at it now and seeing where it needs to build up. So I'm going to do backgrounds now. So in here, I want to use a black pencil, I think. Or a brown one. I've got a nice brown one there. Oh, sorry. Knocking 3 bells out of it. What colour is that? Oh, it's an Aquarell. Another blender. I've got some nice pens. Let's go for it. You can tell I was really prepped this morning, can't you? Right, I think what I need is some shading in the background, so I think the background of this is going to be a darker brown. So yeah, getting back to it, it's been a labour of love. It's hard work because, you know, people like Rachel 24/7. And myself, I try to be on here most times, and it is hard work. I was chatting to Leonie about it the other day. It takes up most of your day, this, but it's because you care. You're not doing it. I you know, apart from my Patreons, who I greatly appreciate. You know, £1 a week. It's £1 a week. You know, it's always easier when you've got it. When you haven't got it, £1's a lot of money. So, you know, some people are £1 a week. Some people want 25. Some people even pay me £5, like £1 a video or whatever. But it's all very, very valued. Very valued. It's so important. I can't tell you. But yeah, it's really difficult. So lots of people have given up, actually, haven't they? You know, lots of people have decided that it is too much for them to handle, and I agree, because it's a lot to do. There are a few groups still doing stuff, so, you know, I quite like that. I want some black on it though. But yeah, it's a labour of love. It's a way to support everybody and then support us. And, you know, we've got people like Blathers, who's a bouncer. You know, people don't realise, but everybody's the same. If you don't answer the questions, you don't get it. It's simple. You know, we have to have that rule for everybody. And then no one can say, oh, that they didn't do that, because they did. Because everybody does and did. And then we've got Linda, who does the lives. You know, we've got people popping in. Because as I said, it takes your whole life up. Well, including your house. So a big shout out to them. Greatly appreciated. And all the experts in the group. You know, people like Ellen who do Moodles most days for you. You know, it's, you know, you've got Sarah Brennan who does work every single day and puts it in. all these people, without them, we wouldn't have this group. And I'm going to be really big-headed and say there are a lot of people who'd like to have a group like this. There's a lot of people trying to emulate this group. At the end of the day, it isn't this group. And I don't want a witch hunt or a bitch fight for this, but I'm just saying I think it's a really valid point that the effort you put into something is what you get. So big shout out to all of them, because at the end of the day, it's our group. That's why I think this is poignant for us, because it is. We do care. I don't like what I've just done there with pencil, so I'm going to rub it out. I don't like that. But I like that now. So here, let's think about the letters. I like the A, because I'm going to carry it on in there. And the we. So let's just go for a straight line there. Excuse me, sorry. So sorry for that. So that was my tummy. I'm going to put some white in a minute so you can see it. As you know, I don't really celebrate Christmas. So if I had children, it probably would be very different, because that's what it's about. This paper's really pulling at my pen. By pulling at my pen, I mean it's taking a lot of the ink out. So you've got to be mindful when you do that, because some paper will take a lot of ink. There we go, that's a bit better. Separate it with some. It doesn't look much now, but it will. Hopefully, she says. So. I am so not right. I'm going to get a bigger felt tip, I think, and find it out here. Get it done. Get a big V-ball. That's it. So I'm going to do some. I'm going to have a look at some of the comments. I just get carried away with my drawing, as I do. It had a lovely card from Thelma. Thank you, Thelma. Thelma Michael. And when I went to the monastery, I had lovely cards. Thank you, everybody. It was a lovely day. That it's nice, and when we get together, I do enjoy it. There's just enough of us chatting. But you do get work done, not a lot, but you do. But I was beading, and I've discovered a lot about myself doing the beading and the gold work in particular, that it's not necessarily the work, but you can't just launch yourself into something without preparing. And I think you get, well, I think maybe I've got a bit big-headed because I've been able to turn my hand to a lot of crafts, but then this has brought it back to me to say, like, no, some you've got practice. So it's been a really good learning curve that, I still, although I love doing them, I can't just pick them up. I've got to be able to practice them, and it's been absolutely, I've needed that, because you do get very, I wouldn't say I've got cocky, but I certainly, oh yeah, right, let's have a go, I can do that. And no, you've got to practice them. They don't sort of they're not the sort of things that you can learn in a day, otherwise everybody would be doing it. So I was brought back to life, brought back with a bump, to say the least. It's important to know, but it's important also to know that you should have to do that. Why would people do it for hundreds of years if they, and it's practice makes perfect. And wise men do practice something 3 times a day, something like that in it. So I put some little, a bit overpowered with these white lines. So if you ever do that on your work, I'll just show you there's a little trick, and you probably all know it because I've done it so many times. But it's just, if you overpower something with a line like that, leave it to dry, because our main thing is to go straight on and change it. But don't do that. Leave it to dry. Let's go around here. I think I might know whether to just go that side. Yeah, I think I will. Just highlight that side. Yeah, quite like that. Just highlighting it. And a dot in the middle of this here. Right. So here it's got to have either black, grey, or brown. So I'm going to go for brown. Go for brown dots. Now that's a bit better. This has really got me in the mood to do some more work now. I didn't want to do it before. And I weren't going to do a live, but I really needed to, because it's not fair on people. I don't want anyone saying, oh, you're not well. I don't like that pity party business, so please don't do it. I don't say these things just because I want a reaction. I just say it because I forget that I'm actually saying it and I'm talking in a group. That's very good to know. Well done. I'm so happy I found you. So happy I found you as well. Because yeah, you've brightened my life up. You really have. So that's a really important thing to say. It's a two-way. It's not one way. It's all two-way. I think what I'm going to do is, I've got the idea now of what I'm going to do. Wrong pen, sorry guys. I'm just going to put right, so oh, are we still there? Oh, you all went off my screen. You all went off my screen. It looked like I didn't have you on anymore. It'll come together in a minute, guys. Honestly, you know what it's like. It all looks very weird at the moment. So the lettering in the middle is going to be black and white, just to give it a bit more sort of thing. So I've done like a sunset there. Making a right ash of this. A pair of flares, this one, isn't it? So on this one, and then this one is a big C, but if I put a little gap there, so I need to bring in maybe that there. I've got loads of ideas for the new year. We're still not hit 17,000, so it's not. I'm not giving stuff away. It's just we've not been able to do it because we've not reached it yet. So it's going to be giveaways. For my friends, I'm going to invite people to my auctions. If you wish to join in, let me know. And be clear out. And we've got competitions and things like that, and we've got all these wonderful lives, and I really am pleased because Rachel does an amazing job with these lives. She really does, and very grateful for it as well. So I'm slow today, really slow. I'm just going to do pattern in that. Right, I'm really going to get seriously colouring in though, otherwise I'll be here all day, you'll be both stiff. So I'm just going to colour in the background. I'm not doing anything, I'm colouring in. Seriously, just colour in. I just want to get a bit of colour on. You can use this with an ink or anything like that if you've got a biro, anything you want, just to get a bit of colour on it and just so the shapes start to appear, otherwise it's sort of locked into the background. I'm going to put a little bit round there. I'm going to start to just bring that page out a little bit. There we go. I'm just blending it into the page so that we've got a bit of depth and 3D. sometimes, right, one of the easiest things to do is just use what you've got around. And it's a really important sort of exercise to just get what you've got lying around and use it. Products, everything. Part of my de-hoarding or decluttering or whatever you want to call it is because the products I've got, I've bought and then received, or vice versa, and it goes off. You need to use it, and I'm sick of like looking at it. And I've realised, be honest, I'm going to be honest with you, that it plays havoc with mental health as well. So the cluttering isn't a good thing for me. I'm like a snail. I go into the shelf and I want to hibernate, so I need to. So, New Year's going to be totally for me to sort of make that practice, and I will do it. When I stopped drinking, I said, right, no more. And it was difficult when everyone else is drinking, but I didn't want to drink. Well, I couldn't drink. That was easier, really. But the smoking was, I just stopped. I didn't have a choice with the drinking. It was either that. I couldn't drink on what, the doctor said I was taking medication wise. It was too dangerous. So, and then the drinking, the smoking, I just stopped. And then after that, it was the seeing if my health would improve with no sugary drinks. So, although I drink Vimto, I've not had a Pepsi or a Coke for 6 weeks or something like that. But the thing is, I went to Asda the other day and I bought some Vimto because it was on offer, and it came out as Pepsi. I was like, wow. Anyway, that's like, you've really got to know that. But yeah, so I've got it. New Year, I want to try and get back to me swimming as well. Well, I didn't really swim. I just sort of flapped around in the water a bit, singing and dancing and causing havoc with other ladies. But I loved it. I won 2 awards actually. 2016. I can't believe it was that long ago. Yeah. Life Change of the Year award in the local, well, in the regional area. I won the Northwest. I can't remember. I don't want to say the Northwest when it wasn't. And then I had to go to whatever studios, and I didn't get it, but I was runner up or whatever they call it. So, yeah, that was about doing exercise. So then COVID hit and changed our lives completely. So, but then, I've met so many wonderful people now at Highlight Crafts. I can't tell you. They're so welcoming. And can I advise you all, please? You really need to listen to your own heart and not others, because it's great to see so many people coming not only back to this group but also coming back to individuals and saying it was so nice to be back in a group or whatever. So yeah, it's been a great one of them learning curves. So yeah, listen to your heart, not others. Make your own decisions. Right, what I'm going to do is I've got that. I'm going to put a little bit of white in the background of that one, I think, just to give it a bit of not spread, not too much. I just want to define that from that. There. See, just a little bit. Get me just a little bit of light. So it's been absolutely brilliant. I've loved it. I've loved going down. I've loved meeting everybody. I've loved having the. Oh, it's been great being able to just come up with ideas, and then everyone's saying, "Oh, what about doing it like this, doing it like?" And you're like, "Yeah, that's it. That's exactly what I want." It's been brilliant. Designers are brilliant. Because don't forget, I could do a bit of this, bit of that, but they're the ones that know that you're going to like it like this way or that way, not me. I just mess about. So they're the ones that make it happen. I just fart about generally. But we've got, oh yeah, I want to tell you. We've got some amazing new lives coming up. We've got the wonderful Mum's Bakery with the felting. They're doing running. Oh, we've got all sorts. We've not just got junk journaling. I think that our title gives people the jitters, but it's all like felting. I'm hoping to get crochet as well. I want people to crochet. I love crochet. I could crochet, and I suppose I could show you how to crochet. And knitting and stitching. I just think if we get all these different skills in with lives, I think people would be a lot more creative and not just think, "Oh, well, I can't draw." Because I hope by now you're realising that you can. Right, so this sausage roll here, I'm just putting a bit of magic on it. I've been pretty scruffy with this. Might put some black ink on it actually. Or get my fountain pen on it. I've got my flexi nib. Flexi nib's like where it splits, it's wonderful. Got some great colours from the art. Diamantia inks. Very, very nice. And I got them from the art. They're very good. Very quick. Although I can't say that at the moment with trade strikes and stuff. Not trade, well, yeah, they are trade strikes with the postal strikes. Just added a little bit more colour to this now, like that. I'm adding it, I don't even know, I just had two colours there, so I just used it. They're in me, it, jigging me round thing. This carousel, that's it. Jiggly pokery thing. There you go. Put some dark and some light on in a minute. Just trying to think how I did it that time. That looked really cool. That was it. A minute. Just to give it. Oh, what is happening with this? It keeps going off. I'm doing it in the middle now to give it a shine, and the shine's like it's hit a high point. Like that. So it looks like it's got a shine. And you can put dark colour there. And a band. Of white next to it if you wish, like that. Just to could do the dark as well. I'll put the dark next to it in a second just to just gives it a false shine. But it's a great pattern to use. And when I put the pencil shading on, it'll be easier to sort of get your head round. Make it 3D. I think I've more or less done that now. So we got that there. This is going to take a lot longer than I thought because I'm already on 1 hour and 20. But if you was to do a small one, you could easily do this in 1 hour and then send it as a card or whatever. If people don't celebrate Christmas or the religion is different, whatever, by doing this, you know, you're symbolising what it's about without, you know, upsetting people's beliefs and religions. So, yeah, it's an easier way to just put it somewhere in the background on the dots. Right, I was saying now that's ready. Ooh, now, can you see how it's just took that shine off it? Putting fake stitching on it. See how it's took that off? So it almost made it a grey. Still wear that. Yeah, so you can take that out there, and let's look at this now. I'll do this one as well. Now we've done that. So here we've got the A coming into that, so we need to be careful. But it comes together, and I think that's something that a lot of people have mentioned to me is keep going, keep going, keep going. Don't give up on it. Just keep going, and you know, people give up too quick or put it down. Don't, no, because you're only looking at something half full, half empty, whatever you want to say, half done. Whereas now I'm going to I want to give this a bit of power because it's not very, very bright. So I'll make that a black line in there to make the R stand out more. There we go. Still not right, but that's better. A thicker line. Need to work on it. Do me leg. And then the last one, which has got that E there. So I'm just going to put some lines to the outside of the C. Just just go with the flow. Enjoy yourself. Just relax and chill. Nobody's going to see this if they don't have to, if you don't want them to. Nobody needs to know what you're doing or not doing. It's a bit different with you because I'm doing this because, we're here together and doing it. But, if you're doing it in your own journal, you don't need to be perfect. There's times when you need to just practice it. There's times when you need to just mess. There's times when you just need to have 5 minutes, and that's what this is about. It's not about trying to produce the most amazing piece of artwork. It's about you taking time for yourself. So I think if I was to do this again, I would change it. I would make the background very separate, but no, I'm not overly worried about that at the moment because I think there's lots of things I can do, like here. Oh, it sounded really posh then. Here. Yeah. Just going to do this square here. Layer 1. Layer 2. Layer 3. I think I would be more mindful about what I've got around my images because some of it is just too convoluting for it, so it doesn't really make sense, but I can easily remedy it. But if you're a bit unsure, then don't do it. I want to make that stand out, so I'm going to go with white. For now. The bins are done tomorrow, right? So is it me this, or is this a bit crazy? The bins are out tomorrow. We've got one of our neighbours who puts them out now for tomorrow. No, I'm no expert on bin putting out stuff. I would have thought that was a little bit early. Right, so we can see, how I really need to work on this because it's just not happening at the moment. But I've got someone in the background making loads of noise telling me to go finish. So what I would do, okay, 2 seconds before I go and then I'm off but what I would do is it won't take me a minute. I think perhaps I'm using the wrong pencil here, but you get the idea. You do need to do this last of all though. It doesn't work if you do it before. If you do it before, then you're just defeating the object. So what I'm doing is, you do the background and everything, and you do all that, you colour in, whatever colours you want to do, whatever shape you want to do, and then get a dark pencil. Now I'm using an aqua pencil, so they're never going to be as dark as I want, but it does give it an idea. Ow, my leg's gone stiff. Right, so if I put that and just put that there, you can see. Oh, if you want to just do I mean, I can't do it there because I haven't really coloured it in, but can you see how it's starting to? But how that wouldn't really work if you hadn't done the background, because you have to do background on it, wouldn't you, first? So, can't believe they're putting the bloody bins out. Wow. Can you see how it's popping out now a little bit more? And it's going to be, but I think I love the way I've done this, but I'll do it different, I think. So I'm just going to get off. I've not answered everybody. I do apologise. Not many people watching at the moment, but Christmas, isn't it? So in the new year, I'm going to be doing some felting, some painting, some stitching, all sorts of different things, all moodling, but with a different theme. So if you'd like to see more, I've had that on for the whole thing. Sorry about that. That's so annoying. Sorry about that, guys. You're so welcome. Oh, it's not stunning, but I do like the C and the A, I must admit. But I'm going to go away and I'd probably work on this a lot and get it a lot better. But you get the idea. I'm not. I'm moaning because I'm not well. No, I'm all right. So yeah. So if you can tune in at 3 and 7 on Tuesday, and do mixed media and tonality. And if in the meantime you'd like to go and have a look at my website, it's louwithers.com. If I can find it for you. Oh, don't forget Gina B Silkworks. New web 10% until the 31st of December, and that's where I get a lot. Well, I get a lot of all my threads there at the moment. If you'd like to be a Patreon and perhaps help with me running this and continue to sort of spend all day and every day on it, I'll be grateful. And thank you so much to all those wonderful people that keep me going now. And to everybody that has done, I really appreciate it. So I'll see you hopefully Monday. I'll do a live. No, that's tomorrow. It'll probably be Thursday now. But there again. What day is it? Where am I? Who am I? So take care. And I'll see you. We will all meet again soon. That sounds like a song. Take care. Bye. Bye.